That was weird. Like my last live just cut off at 20 seconds. It was really strange. Let me fix this for you guys so I can see what's happening and we can all be happy together. This live and this channel in general is only for happy, friendly people. Okay? It's not really for anybody else. If you're a happy, friendly person, even if you're not happy, if you're miserable but you're friendly and loving towards others, this is the place for you. If you want to come on and troll, go ahead. You won't have fun here because we don't think you're fun and it won't be fun for you, which is fine. Whatever. So let's work on some analytics, or settings. Oh, you know what? It could be because I've already uploaded 3 things today. They really only want you to like upload. They'll only ping your audience 3 times a day, which is fine. And it's not made for kids. Okay. And we can change that thumbnail. Okay. How about this one? There we go. And boom, end screen. Oh, okay, no end screen. Oh, Lady Phoenix, where are you? Details. Oops, what's happening? I'm not really sure what's happening actually right now. I might be in a dream. It feels like it. Boom, there we go. Here we go. All right, I can see the chat now. Boop, 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 boop. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. You know, come on in. Come on in. This is a channel for people who like to solve the problems of the world, right? Customization, subscribe only. Boop, save. And a little bit of monetization, just a little. I'll let YouTube choose. There we go. Details. There we go. All right. Okay. We're ready. I can see the chat now without my glasses. I'm going to take my shoes off because I've had them on all day. And the car dealership still has my car. I don't care. I don't know how long it's going to take them to fix it, though. They heard the noise, and now they can't find the noise. So I had to send them what ChatGPT said. ChatGPT said, it's this, or that. Oh, how was your day? How was your Monday? Tell me all about it. Come on. How was your Monday? Was it like any other Monday? Or was it different? Or special? Or crappy? Or amazing? You're amazing. You're amazing that you made it through Monday. And maybe you're on the other side of the world where it's like still morning. And you're like, man, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you people over there. It might be Monday night. It might be Tuesday morning. I don't know where you are. Drop in the comments and let me know where you are. But you have to be a subscriber for 5 minutes. So subscribe. And then in 5 minutes, come on and tell me where you are. Is it nighttime? Is it daytime? Is it breakfast? Is it dinner? Did you guys eat? What are you eating? Oh my gosh. So I was just watching some videos on topics that I watch sometimes. And I don't really like watching a whole lot of the spectrum videos and blah, 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 you know, adult diagnosis, da, 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 because it can be yucky and overwhelming. But every so often, I like to see what's new. And, you know, it's interesting because, well, I don't even know if I really want to get into it too much, but it's just interesting because it's always weird when I check in and yet another thing that I haven't figured out about myself, they're like, oh yeah, that's just the spectrum. I'm like, oh great. Oh great. Another spectrum thing. How cool, man. Yay. Are you guys on the spectrum? Is that why you're here or not? Whatever it is that you're doing, the thing is, right now, you might be feeling a lot of wonky energy out there in the world. And you might feel like a little bit backwards. You know what? Just stop and think before you do anything. Don't be reactive to things, right? We've got a lot going on in the energy right now, and it's like super like high powered energy out there in the world right now. And you gotta be really careful because people are acting pretty weird. And you might be one of the people acting weird, or you might be around people who are acting weird and you don't want to react to that stuff, right? We kind of got to just observe. If you can sit in a state of observation, that's like totally Buddhist, right? Don't attach to stuff. Don't like literally when you attach to things, it's like sticking it onto you. It's density. And at the end, your last day, all that density, if you haven't released the density of the third dimension, you get to come back. You've got to let it all go. Let the attachments of the third dimension go. And the attachments can be wanting to react. Because it's your ego getting triggered, and your ego is attached to what? What is your ego attached to? Like, what? It's attached to feeling safe. It's attached to feeling right a lot of the times. If you're really stuck in your ego, you need to be right about stuff. And there's a lot, right? There's a lot of attachments that can happen. And I was talking about it in earlier live streams, like that when you have like an ice cream and then you put that chocolate stuff over it that gets like crunchy and hard, that's like all those physical attachments that you really don't need to drag along behind you through life. Trust me. These are the things that I guess I did know when I was younger, but I'm very reclusive and I isolate. And I think that people who are more social, they kind of learn faster. But it's weird because people who are more social don't need to learn these things. Like neurotypicals, they kind of know. Well, they don't know about the densities necessarily. Have you guys watched or listened to the telepathy tapes? It's fascinating information about all these nonverbal autistic people who can read their mother's minds or read whoever's minds around in their world or even everybody's mind. There was one girl who can read everyone's mind and see she could read everybody's mind, but she could read her mother's mind and see things. But then there was another kid who, oh my God, I've talked about it a couple of times. I don't want to beat a dead horse or whatever, but it's very interesting, the telepathy tapes. You guys will find it very interesting and will open your eyes to new possibilities, maybe even about who you are as a person. And I find that very exciting. Not everybody does, but I do. I like to crack my code. I like to, hi Alfie, honey. Did you get a notification? Because I know I've already published 3 videos today, and my understanding is YouTube will only ping you 3 times. Rudy, hi. Just so you guys know, I look over here because that's where I can look at you without using my reading glasses to do it. So that's why I'm looking over here at my lappy. My lappy scrappy. How are you guys doing? Rudy, where are you from? I think you were on earlier with me, maybe. I kind of almost remember reading your name. I think that was you. Maybe not. I don't know. Someone had a long name like yours. Hi. It's just the evening wind down or morning wake up, depending on where you are in the world. And I really just wanted to come on and, I watch the live stream sometimes too. And I come on because I feel kind of bad for you guys because who's out there? Who is out there telling you that you're amazing? Who's out there telling you that you made it through another day? Who's out there telling you that everything's going to be okay? I really think it will, because I was just thinking like, a few weeks ago, I really kind of didn't know what to do or what I was going to do. And now things are okay. So everything's temporary. And the reason I know that is because change is the only constant. Change isn't temporary. Change is constant. So you can count on that, right? And locura, I don't know what that means, but okay. Oh, you've had a busy day. I hope you got a lot of stuff done that you were trying to get done. I haven't even done this once. All right. An attitude of gratitude. That's really the foundation of everything. That's the attraction state. Your energy. I was learning about the Book of Wisdom Part 2 today. Does anybody know what that is? The Book of Wisdom Part 2 is so fascinating. Do you guys know what it is? Hi, Frank. Oh, yay. Yeah, we have had beautiful weather here today as well. It got up into the 70s. It was gorgeous. For like the next couple days, and then it's going to get all shitty and cloudy again. I didn't know I was moving to the Midwest of the West. But I'm grateful, right? I'm so grateful. Today was a beautiful day. And I took my car in, and I didn't get it back yet, but that's fine. When I do, though, I'm going to be going back out camping, you guys. I wonder where they're going to park my car. Because I've got the Starlink on top. Fuck. Shit. I'm sure that it'll be fine. So, the Book of Wisdom. So, oh my God. Mind-blowing. It's the stuff is like the hidden secrets and metaphors like of the Bible, even the word Bible. It's about all of that. It's about the real deal, not the metaphorical story. The tree of life, the tree of wisdom, what are they? It's the circulatory system, it's the nervous system, things like that. It's, what was thought? All of these things are just symbols, and it tells you what they are and what they mean. And, it's kept in code so that we don't know it. There's so much power in knowing this stuff, though. And so if you guys are interested in like esoteric stuff, spiritual stuff, Christians won't like it. So it's definitely not for Christians. But it's the Book of Wisdom. It's the Book of Solomon is where it comes from. It explains like Mary and Joseph aren't people. They're metaphors for things in your brain. And when they come together, they made Jesus, and then he traveled down, which was the spine, and they waited for him to return back up, which was the fluid, the Christ oil fluid. And you're all, have you heard about this stuff? Do you know what I'm talking about at all? Because that's what it is. If you've ever heard anything like this, it's that. It's the full explanation of all those things. Yeah, Reyes, totally will. Mrs. B, hi. How are you, honey? Nice to see you, gorgeous. So anyway, hey, Micah. So that's the Book of Wisdom, and it's like a lot to take in, because first you've got to kind of unlearn everything you've learned. Even if you aren't very religious, these things are indoctrinated into us. So you kind of got to unlearn everything you've learned and then relearn it in a different way, and then figure out like really how to use it in your life. Read the Book of Wisdom #2, the Book of Solomon. There's plenty of videos on here about it, so you don't really have to read the book. I don't know if it was on here or my other channel that I posted the link, but I did post a link to the creator. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Knowledge versus wisdom. They're very, very different. And what they're pointing out is that the search for knowledge is very third dimensional density. The search for wisdom is very spiritually connected, right? They're very different. The energies are very different. And we've all got this search and quest for knowledge. And it's like, don't focus on that stuff. Focus on the wisdom. Tyler, thank you. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, so that's one of the things they were talking about, was that, so the tree of life, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the tree of life, they represent the systems of the bodies and what they connect us to. So when it talks about knowledge, information, that is one part of our body. That's our like nervous system. So when we're seeking knowledge, we're using our nervous system, I guess. But when we are seeking wisdom, we're using our cardiovascular system, our circulatory system. Oh, I don't remember. See, it's hard to like learn it all at once. But if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, yeah, if common sense were common, everybody would have it. And I don't really think common sense is even wisdom, because you can have just basic common sense and still not really be wise. Can't you? Yeah, the basement gang. Yeah, the basement gang, go eat your Fruit Loops. Go back down in the basement and eat your Fruit Loops by yourself. Mommy's basement gang. Yeah, that's okay. They can have their fun. But there's a lot going on. I've been trying to post in the community section more some of the stuff that I like. And if you guys have stuff you want to share with me, of course, I would love that too. You know, I love getting shared really, really good information when I ask for it. I've had to block people that I gave my number because they didn't text me like, hey, how you doing? It was just always links. I blocked them. I don't want that. Don't just send me links. But now I'm asking for links. Like, go to my community section, and if you see like something that I've been watching, be like, ooh, that reminds me of this, check out this link, and boom, I'll watch it. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Michael Bonner, how are ya? Alfie and Frank, thanks so much for being here. It's nice to see you guys. I don't think this is going to be a very long live, because I feel like oh my God, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm kind of ready for bed already. It was a beautiful sunny day. I did spend a little bit of time outside. I actually started my day at the car dealership, which I wasn't really super crazy about. How's the audio? Does it sound like I'm in a garage? They offered a book club that they offered at the... Sure, tell them I'm a book club. Because we talk about books. Yeah, fuck yeah. Tell your probation officer to come on the channel if He, she doesn't believe me. You. Whatever. Yeah. I'm a book club. Right, everybody? Aren't we a book club? Tell your probation officer I said to read the Book of Wisdom #2. I know that looks like 4. I'm just being mirrory. Whee! I thought I said it for 6:45 a.m. and it never went off, but I got up at 6:30, so it didn't matter, and I forgot about it. Apparently, I said it for 6:45 or 6:30 p.m. Yep, go eat your Fruit Loops. Yeah, the Book of Wisdom. It's the Book of Solomon. You can go and watch videos. Go to my community section. Did I post that one? It's so good. There's one guy in particular. Let me see if I can find. No. 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 That's us right now. No. 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 And no. No. Okay, wait. I must have been on my other channel then. Maybe I posted it on my other channel. I might have been watching it over there. View my channel posts. Let's see. Nope, it wasn't this one. That's weird. Okay, so I guess it was my other channel. I didn't look there first because I really didn't think it was, but let me just hang on one second, guys. La 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 la. I'll be right. I can read. Let's see. Let me look at my community section. Oops, I didn't do it right. Hold on. Posts. Here we go. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. So I posted some. Oh, no, that's not it either. Oh my God, I didn't post it for you guys. What the flip? I subscribed, but now I don't know where. Which one, which channel, whatever. I will get it for you guys and share it because it's so amazing. What this guy was talking about. But so I will share that, so whatever. I really promise. What are you guys up to this evening or this morning? Tell me where you are in the world. Oh, Behold a Pale Horse is something completely different. It's a completely different topic, completely. Yes, it's an amazing book. It'll blow your mind, but it will also... Oh, I've never read the Book of Enoch, but I've listened. I've never read it personally, but because I do videos, I'd rather listen to it. Or audio, Cranston or audio books. Loose, hi. It is the Book of Solomon, Tyler, yes. But, like, it's the Book of Wisdom Part 2. I don't know what's in Part 1. Hey, Mason. But yeah, Behold a Pale Horse is amazing and scary. That's totally different. I don't recommend reading it if you're trying to release the third dimension. It does talk about distance viewing, though. But you can also learn about that in the telepathy tapes. If you're really interested in distance viewing and people who can see and hear everything, you need to listen to the telepathy tapes, either here on YouTube, it's a podcast, or you can listen on the telepathytapes.com. And you read the Book of Enoch when you were younger? Yeah. That's got some great stuff in it, too. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But, yeah, the telepathy tapes are really amazing. Am I practicing my breathing? I mean, no. Yes and no. Tell me what's Jubilees. But anyway, so here's the thing. Your spirit is trapped inside of your body. Through your 5 senses, you experience the physical world around you. By the time you die, you need to release your attachment to the physical realm, or you get to come back. You need to release your attachment to physical, material things before you die, or you'll come back. It's an anchor. If you can truly release the desire and the grip on the material world, you can just exist in your spirit, and when you die, you won't have to come back because you're not tethered to the material world. You're coming back, and we're coming back and back and back because we still have the material attachments. Let them go. Let them go. And that's one of the things that they were talking about. I'm just lonely. Whatever. You're lonely, and it's okay. This channel is perfect for you. I'm actually reclusive, and I don't like being around people, and I'm not lonely, but I can tell you are. And so you can stay if you can be nice. Yeah, so you need all of that in your life, Tyler. All of it. I don't have an OnlyFans. Thanks for asking. Bye. So anyway, stumping leftists. Let's see what kind of amazing, interesting channel you don't have. Let's see. Nothing. 2 subscribers. January 18th. Whatever. Just curious if you had anything, which I knew you didn't. You know, I didn't really do any grounding at all. I didn't touch a tree, and I didn't take my shoes off or anything like that. Did you? You did? You did it? Oh, man. But I feel a lot better. I've gotten some sleep. I ate some food, you know. And you know what I realized? Okay, what if you thought this world was heaven? Wouldn't you not want to let go? Okay, that's attachment, though. And that's totally egoic and physical. So if you're here feeling attachment, it's not heaven. Because you wouldn't have the ego in heaven. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm no expert, am I? I don't know. Am I an expert on heaven? I don't know. I've seen it. I've been there. I've heard it. And I know that I have because other people that have seen it and heard it, they go on a quest after that. And I found the people, and they said things that you can only say if you've been there. And I don't reveal what that is because then other people can fake it. So I don't tell what it is. I know if you've been there because you say, everybody says the same thing. But you'd only say that same thing if you've been there and you had heard it and seen it. So, yeah, I'm not religious either. I am not at all really religious at all. Funky Buddha, how are you, honey? Up, shoulders. If you're living in heaven, you don't have attachment. You know? Because there's no ego. Ego creates the attachment. The grasping at something that you don't want to go away. Now, there's been people that have said that they went there, and when they were told it was time to come back, they're like, no! And then they're back in their bodies. Ego death. So I guess if you've experienced ego death, you could say that you probably are living with the awareness of heaven on earth, right? Because there's a very thin veil, a very thin separation, but you're still in your physical body, so you still have those, the central nervous system experiences bind you to the third dimension. So I would say, oh, that's nice, Frank. Have I fasted lately? I constantly fast, and I'll tell you guys something that I just learned. I don't watch a lot of autistic spectrum videos, but I don't know if you guys remember, my subscribers and mods that have been here for a while. I was concerned because I lost so much weight and I wasn't eating, and I still really don't eat. And I actually looked up the definition of anorexia. And I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not anorexic, because it's a body image thing. It's like they want to control something in their body image and whatever. I don't know. I don't have that. I'm not body image starving myself or anything like that. But then today I learned that the majority of autistic women are on the spectrum. But no, what did I say? The majority of anorexic women are on the spectrum, and the propensity of non-spectrum women having anorexia is very low. I don't remember how it went, but I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, and the difference is it's not a body image issue. It's something else. And I was like, what the hell? So now they're like redefining it for people on the spectrum. So I really don't know. But, who's this? Oh, wow. We're about to have some fun, everybody. Oh, we've got AI trolls. Isn't that cute? What a loser. Report loser. Whatever. Bye-bye, loser. Morons. Bye, Bond, whoever in the fuck you are. I reported you for harassment. Sorry, I had to take care of that person. I don't think you're on the spectrum, do you? Tyler, are you a doctor, a psychologist? I've been formally diagnosed. I'm on the spectrum. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, I still have to force myself to eat. Because I get hungry, I don't realize I'm hungry until I'm so far beyond hungry that now I'm just nauseous and I don't want to eat. And I'll look at the food, I'm like, no, none of that looks good, because I'm so far gone. It's part of that body blindness thing, like not realizing when I'm tired, or not realizing when I'm hungry, or not realizing when I have to pee, until it's like an emergency. I'm not in my body like other people are in their bodies. And so they call that body blindness. And also like moving around the world, like tripping over things, running into stuff constantly. That's like all kind of part of it. It's sort of weird. ADD, ADHD, blah, 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 on the daily. Interesting. I have looked into that because there's a thing called ADHD if you're autistic and have ADD, which should be called ADD. Okay. I don't resonate with that at all. Okay, you like my voice, Marco? Thank you, honey. What made you think that way? Do you know the moment? What are you asking me? Oh, Frank, don't let them suck the enjoyment out of it. Just leave it. Oh, really? She's ADHD and Downs? Huh. Specifics, yeah. I'm very conceptual as well. I can remember what people said word for word. And I have echoalia. I remember sounds exactly. So I remember what someone said in a conversation, what I said word for word. And I'm the most ridiculous person to argue with, because if you misquote me or you don't use the words you use exactly, I'm going to remind you that's not what I said and that's not what you said. No, I'm not anorexic. If I get a list of 10 things, 8 will be done. Exactly, Alfie, right? Anyway, so that's what's going on. And no, I'm not too skinny, I don't think either, but I did lose like 20 pounds really fast and I just kind of got tired of eating. And so it was a little scary because I've actually gained maybe just a little bit back, right? I was a little thinner than this, which was scary, yeah. No, I've never been anorexic. Because I've never like starved myself so that I could get skinny or look a certain way or fit in. No, I don't fucking care. I don't care about fitting in. I don't care about what people think of me at all. Thank you, Tyler. Red sauce and pasta and meatballs. That sounds good. Meatballs. I just want meatballs. Can I just go get meatballs? Where do you guys get meatballs? Can I make them? How do you make meatballs? Isn't it kind of like a a globular hamburger? Bread? I eat sourdough bread. And it's non-inflammatory. I eat a lot of sourdough. I've had 2 huge pieces of sourdough today. Sourdough is completely digestible, even if you're gluten intolerant. If you've got like major celiac, you got to be really careful because, you know, but most people do very well on sourdough. And when I say that, people are like, oh, sourdough's my favorite. Well, that's because your body prefers it over other bread because it's digestible, because the fermentation process breaks down the gluten and it's very easy to digest and it actually is good for your gut. And it's the same thing, like people don't like kids who don't like milk, but they'll drink chocolate milk. They're lactose intolerant, but their body doesn't react when they drink chocolate milk because the cocoa enzyme digests lactose. You get what I'm saying? If you eat chocolate at the same time you eat lactose, you won't have a problem with lactose that time. Did you know that? The dogs, there's one and there's one. Boop. You haven't eaten bread since 2022? I went for very many years without eating bread when I was gluten free, which I still am mostly, until I learned that I can eat sourdough. And I actually quit eating sugar too. And in a month, I lost 10 pounds like that without trying. And I was very skinny. So when I learned that I could eat sourdough bread, I went to the bakery and I got a loaf of sourdough bread. I ate the whole loaf thinking that it would puff me up just a little bit. Nothing. Nothing. Didn't gain an ounce. Didn't bloat. Didn't nothing. Gluten in many autistics it's like an opioid. It acts like an opioid in their body. So that gluten kind of makes them high. And when I eat, yeah, goat milk, correct. Well, goat milk doesn't have lactose in it, and neither does sheep. But you can't tolerate cow cheese. Either eat a little bit of chocolate when you eat your cheese. Like, let's say if you want to have pizza, but you know that cheese is going to mess with you, just have a little bit of chocolate beforehand. And actually, a small amount is going to work better than a large amount because it releases the enzyme into your body, but then it only has to digest a little bit of cocoa, so it goes to work on the lactose. Right? I'm saying, eat your pizza. Yeah, eat your cheese. But if you want to really just eat cheese and try something different that doesn't have lactose in it, sheep and goat cheese have the same molecular structure of the sugar as human breast milk. It's called galactose. And it's better for you. It doesn't bloat you out. Yeah, you can do the same thing. So baking my own bread, I would like to make my own sourdough, but I've never gotten that far. I got up to like 155, but I still looked fine, because I carry it very evenly. It snuck up on me really fast, and I could still wear my same clothes. They were just tight, So, I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of chocolate it is, as long as it releases the cocoa enzyme in your body. As long as it's got some chocolate in it, it'll release the cocoa enzyme that will digest the lactose. Yeah, it's so funny because people literally used to say I was a big boned girl. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Do you know how you can tell if you're small, medium, or big bones? Do you guys know the test? Peppermint? I don't know. What's the deal with peppermint? So go like this. I think it's your index finger or your middle finger. If you can overlap your fingers, you're small boned. If they touch, you're medium. And if they don't touch, you're big boned. Did you know that? Is it your middle finger or your index? I think it's your index finger. If it's my middle finger, then I have got a small frame. If it's this one, then I'm medium. When you feel uncomfortable in your clothes, something has to change. Yes. You're a biggin? Good for you. Be a biggin, honey. Dinosaurs. Yeah, that's what they say, I guess, right? Dinos. No, and I don't even know how much I weigh, but I think it's really deceptive too because my boobs never shrink, right? Y'all know that I want new titties. Wasim, hello. Oh, you're turning 29 in April. Okay, well. Alphaville. What a great whole album that was. Big in Japan, baby. You have a $50 gift card for Macy's. What should I get? Oh, you like my Patreon? Thanks, honey. That's where I put my nudie nature photos and stuff, you guys. If you want to see some of that, like, nature nudies that I do when I go out, that's on the Patreon, which is Genv Night, GenVNIGHT. Just go into the link tree in the description and go join. No, we've talked about my titters on here a lot. I got them in the, 90s, and I've had them since then, and they need to be replaced. Okay? I had never told anybody for a really long time, but I think you guys need to know that. My want list seems long. The artistic era. Yeah, when everybody got big boobies. What do you think those girls are going to do when they have their big Brazilian butts removed? Here's the thing. Ladies, if you're thinking about getting your boobs done, just know you can never go back to natural again. So when I got mine done, my doctor, I told him I wanted a C, like a full C, maybe a D, and he gave me a double D. He's like, I'll put what looks right on your body. Does this look right on my body? I mean, maybe. So moving on, what? Yeah, so I need new ones. But do you know how much it is to get new ones? I mean, I'd be fine just getting them out, actually. To get new ones is over 20 grand. 20 grand! I got them put in for like 4 in the 90s. So, whatever. I think about taking them out myself all the time. Bye, Frank. Am I grossing you out? I'm sorry. Go back and rewatch my morning live stream. We get into a whole discussion about farts. It was great. I love this morning's live stream. It was fun. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to the channel, please. Let me try that again. I'm sorry. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming on to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve Nightingale. Gen V Night. GenVNIGHT. Okay, that's my name. Gen V Night or Genevieve. Jen, I don't care, whatever. And we come on here a couple times a day and just solve the problems of the world. So if you've got a problem, let us know because we'll solve it for you. Oh, Lucas, are you leaving or are you saying hello? I never kind of know because sometimes people internationally, they'll say good evening or good night, like bye. We say good night when we say good night, bye-bye. But some people internationally say good night like good evening. But in America, we don't say good night as a greeting. We say good evening as a greeting or a departure. Good evening. Have a good evening. You're in love with me? We can solve it by kicking you off the channel. Don't be in love with me. That's just weird. Thank you, Alfie. Come on, you guys. Don't be creepers. Okay? You got to remember, like, it was funny. So this comedian I saw, he's like, some older woman walked up to me in the store and she's like, I could just kidnap you. And he's like, you know, that's amazing because I can't walk up to a woman and say that to her. If a man walks up to a woman, he's like, I could just kidnap you. That's fucking weird. So don't do that. Okay, honey. Yeah, okay. Bye, Jen. What? Are you leaving Alfie? Bye, honey. Dilip. Hi. I'm looking down here because this is where... Ow! Ah! That's where you guys are. Ah, that's gonna be a big fucking bruise. Ow! Oh, I just hit my laptop right in that sweet meat of the knee. Are you laughing at me? When I hurt myself, that makes you laugh? I don't know. You might need to be timed out for 5 minutes and think about it. Ah, funky Buddha. Don't laugh when people hurt themselves. I'm going to have a huge bruise unless I put olive oil on it. I know that you guys like my information, so I'll tell you that if you do that and you know you're going to have a big bruise, put some olive oil on it immediately and it will not bruise. I promise it won't. So what I do is I go to Trader Joe's and I buy their lip balms, and I don't know if they even still carry them because whenever I see them, I get a bunch of them because they discontinue shit all the time at Trader Joe's, don't they? So just get those. The first ingredient of those green chapsticks is olive oil. Because how can you really carry olive oil around with you? It's a mess. But if you get one of those, they come in 3-packs. You get those Trader Joe's lip balms, and when you whack yourself, you just put it on there and it won't bruise. Mustard is good for burns. Yeah, I'm a magnet. Well, that's a great thing. Thanks for being on, you guys. I do appreciate you so much. Yeah, and that fucking hurt. I'm looking for my Trader Joe's stuff right now because I guess it really doesn't matter if I have a bruise on my legs right now. I have a huge bruise here. I don't think I was live streaming when I whacked my knee on the ball hitch of the car. I have a huge bruise from that. And that's going to be a pretty bad one. Whack myself. Is that funny? What do you call it? That's what I call it. You know, whack myself, baby. Well, if mustard is good for burns, then I could have used that, right, over the past little while. But what I learned, remember when I stuck my hand in the fire when I was at Lake Mead? I literally was live streaming showing you guys the fire. And I stuck my hand in the fire and grabbed a molten piece. Well, you really can't grab it because it's fucking molten. As soon as you touch it, it dissolves. I don't know why I did it, but I grabbed a molten piece of stuff and it burned the crap out of my fingers. And I immediately went and, yeah, it has, the trailer hitches. I immediately went and put avocado. Avocado is amazing, maybe more so than aloe, because everybody's got an avocado laying around, right? It's the same thing. So the thing that makes the burning stop, okay, all right, here we go. Here's some more info for you guys. A burn is your nerve endings releasing acid. That's why it feels burn, because your nerve endings release acid. You take a plant like aloe or avocado, which is a plant base. It's fat, plant fat. It's the opposite of acid. So it neutralizes the acid. And so you just put that on there. I mean, you could do the same thing like if you have heartburn, eat some avocado. It's a plant lipid. It's fat. It's good. Put it on your face. Put it on your hands. It's good for you. It's kind of gross, but it's amazing. Yeah, I saw a girl. I will never forget it, poor thing. Ugh. I was 14 years old going to Park City, Utah for a Tears for Fears concert. It was on the way out of the concert and everybody's leaving quickly. And she did. She whacked her knee so hard on a trailer hitch, I think it was, and she was down. I felt so bad for her. I've never forgotten about that poor girl. Wonder how she's doing today. What, 40 something years later? 41 years later? Yeah. I tried to drive home in a pickup truck, a stick shift pickup truck down the canyon. Didn't get very far. I got pulled over. I was 14. That was stupid. The cop was really cool, though. What's some dumb stuff you guys did when you were 14? Tell me your dumb stories from when you were younger. Like, what did you do that was like, you look back now and you're like, man, that was stupid. I hope my kids never do that. I've probably told my kids too many of my stories, like about driving really way too fast and stuff like that. But I've taught them how to drive so they understand the danger. Oh, man, I don't know. But because when I get driving like I like to drive, it's really dangerous. And then I'm going to tell them, don't do that? Oh, boy. What I tell them is, don't tell me you're doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course. Kids did. My sister did the same thing. She was a very bad girl. I was actually not a bad kid. I only got in trouble like a couple times. I was a really good kid, actually. Was I? I think I was. I never really got in trouble. Maybe it's because they never expected me to be out of line because I never was. And so they were never really looking for me to be in trouble. Maybe that's what it was. So I remember one time, maybe I was 15 and I was just in the same neighborhood. I was spending the night at my girlfriend's house and we were going to go to the planetarium and see like the light show to like Led Zeppelin. You know how they do those like rock and roll light shows and stuff. So we didn't just smoke weed. We also drank a bottle of peppermint schnapps. I cannot mix the two. I can't drink and smoke at the same time. I really don't drink ever. Hardly ever. And I am naughtier now, yeah. Well, I mean, I've had my moments. I'm really not naughty. No, I'm really not. Isaac, thank you, honey. So by the time we got to the planetarium, I was so effed up. Oh, my God. This is not a channel for kids, by the way. And it's the Salt Lake City Planetarium. If you guys have ever been there, it's gorgeous. And they've got this huge spiral stairway that goes up in the middle, right? So maybe I made it up okay, and maybe then it hit me. And they have this like perpetual clocks thing that swings back and forth down the middle of the stairs. It's beautiful. So love would last forever. Poor thing. Yeah. So I remember being at the top and they're like, okay, come on, let's go downstairs and get in line. I'm like, line for what? And they're like, the show. And I'm like, where are we? I couldn't remember where I was, what we were doing there. And then I had to walk down the stairs. And it's one of those really wide staircases, right? But I wanted to hang on to the railing at the side, which is like one of those big railings like this. It's huge and wood. And I'm like, and so we get downstairs and we're standing in line. And I kept forgetting where, I'm like, where are we? What are we doing here? And we finally get in and sit down and the light show starts. And apparently I was a little bit louder than most people because I was like, what the whoa! I mean, I was, but I remember it, which is the weirdest thing. Usually when you're that, you don't remember a whole bunch, but I remember it. So I don't know. You like my white, what? Love is forever, but relationships aren't. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say I agree with you. I'm gonna say I agree with you because even like my kid's dad and stuff like that, I still love him. I still love the parts of him that were lovable. Let's put it like that. And so, you know, right. Sorry, I had to turn that alarm. It kept coming back like every 5 minutes. So yeah, thanks, Stephen. Um, yeah, it's like that's the hard thing. I mean, even douchebag M, it's like we had so much fun and felt very unmasked around each other, and then he had to go and do what he did, and he probably feels justified because he thinks maybe I did something to him. Whatever. I don't think there's anything I could do that justifies him stealing that footage from me and lying to me and saying he would give it to me and then not. There's nothing that justifies that, and God will get him. So I don't really have to worry about it because God will get him. And the way that God gets you is you feel like a piece of crap about yourself. Yeah, Brian, right? That's hard. It's hard. And it's interesting. I didn't really mention, but when we were in Vegas, we saw him a lot, quite frankly. And my kids got another taste of it. And they know now. You know, even my son, he's like, how did you put up with this for so long? Well, watch and see. Because he strings you along with promises, empty fucking promises that you think, let me just check in and see. Let me just check in and see. Let me just see if he's still, let me just see if he'll, let me wait it out and see. No! He's full of shit. He's never it's all talk, empty promises, empty promises. Don't get caught in the trap. It's not about what people say, it's what they do that matters. Don't listen to anything anybody says. Watch their actions. Yeah, I'm definitely. But here's the thing. Like, are you going to throw up again? Don't throw up. Get off my bed. Go out there and puke. I know, I don't feel like taking him outside right now. You have a bad tummy, baby? I'm sorry. He ate something he doesn't normally eat, and he's more sensitive. That's Buddy. He's more sensitive than the other dogs. Anyway, yes, damage, we're hurt, right? We're hurt. It creates fear, and that's hard to deal with, right? Because then it's like you carry that around with you. And remember how I was talking about that chocolatey, crunchy shell around the ice cream? The damage is that shell. It's not you inside that's damaged. It just puts another layer on the shell. And then another layer on the shell. And more crunchy shell layers. And you got to get that off. And then you're back to who you are. Without the damage. Maybe the wisdom that came from it. Yeah, thanks, Stephen. I think you said that before. Bye. I even said thanks. So maybe he wanted me to say thanks again. I don't know. Thanks again. I like my white shirt too. I wear these under all my clothes. And so then when I get home and I take off my overclothes, I still have my underclothes on, which is this shirt. So I've got a bunch of these. See, this one is the wintertime one. It's got 2 layers that go all the way down. My summertime ones only have the shelf inside with the elastic. That's when I flash you guys, but I'm not really flashing you. I love doing that in the summertime. Woo! But it's not. It's all still covered. That's fun for me. That's fun for me. Oh, boy. Yeah, don't want to. Don't want to. What's out there? You know? More attachment, more drama. No thanks. No thanks. Rudy, you need to be quiet. This is actually what I wear, you guys. I'm not putting on a show. This is just what I'm wearing. All right. You gonna be okay, everybody? You never seen titties in your life or something? Yeah, right. Oh my God, seriously. Well, and part of the thing is like, I I feel fine about myself ish, you know? I mean, I've got to deal with my own shit. But I don't really want to deal with someone else who's trying to deal with my shit too. I don't want to deal with that. I know, dog woman, thank you. I've been really moderating the shit out of this stream, haven't I? Alfie kicked someone out earlier pretty quickly for saying they were in love with me, and I'm fine with that too. Anyway, do you guys want to see some of the cool shit around my garage space that I have? I'll show you. Call T's here's. Hi. Hold on. Watch. There's the cheetah. Under the Italian. So there's the cheetah. There's the Italian glass table with the tabletop on it. And then there's the beautiful lamp. So this cheetah, my great-grandmother painted that and had it in her window my whole life. Well, her whole, I don't know whose whole life, somebody's whole life. And then this lamp, my great-grandfather made that lamp. Not the lampshade, that's a different lampshade, but he made that cool fucking lamp. Isn't that awesome? Look at it. It's got a light bulb in there. It's purple. And then, like this desk right here, or it's not a desk, it's a table. It's an Italian table, little side table stand. I love it. So I have my junk in here because I didn't want to, I didn't like the kid. I'm going pretty soon. I'm going to be out there in the world, and so my kids can do what they want with the house. They can decorate it with their own posters and whatever. I don't really care what they do with it. So I just kept my stuff in here. Whatever. I'm out in the storage unit, basically. I've got the secretary desk. I mean, look, I've got basically, I've got my little spot set up right here. You know, here's the desk, here's that, here's the secretary. You know, I like it out here. The only thing I wish is that it had windows in the door like my last one did, because then I know what time of day it is. Where am I going? I'm a nomad, honey. I go. I just go. I take my dogs and we just go out in nature. I need to be in nature. Yeah, psychoanalyzing. Here's the thing. I don't really want to psychoanalyze anybody, right? But, and just so you guys know why I'm looking down here, and I'll try not to hurt myself this time, it's because this is where you guys are. Look at you. That's you guys. And this here, I love this. Thank you so much. I thank you so much for this. It helps the algorithm and all the chats and stuff. It really helps people know that we're here. We are here. But except Kirk, he's not here anymore. Bye. Ever been to MS? I've been to MO. Yeah, so I like going out and being in nature. I like hearing no traffic. I like hearing no electricity. I like hearing birds. I like hearing the grass grow. I like laying on the earth naked. I like when I go out in nature, my clothes fall off. That's why I have a Patreon page, you guys, because when I go out in nature, I do like the trees, you know? And then I take pictures because I'm a photographer. And that's where I post them, because why not? It's not like OF. It's like beautiful artistic. I mean, some of them are pretty kind of. I don't know if anybody saw my February calendar page. It's raunchy, but it's funny to me. I mean, Brad, someone did tell me how to go in the redwood forest and find those shrooms. I might do that. I don't know. Should I do it alone? I could microdose. It's illegal to pick them though, so you can't look like you're looking for them. It's illegal to pick them. The fuck do they care what I pick? A little. God, that really hurt where I hit my knee. A little tiny bit. Yeah. But see, the thing is, I don't really know that I need to do that because I'm kind of already there myself. When I get in nature and I'm not talking, I'm when I talk I seem very normal to you guys, right? But when I'm not talking, I'm really very meditative. I'm not very bound to the physical world. So that's why I love the telepathy tapes, because it helps me understand everything that I've been through in my life, not being verbal when I was little, being able to see things and hear things and all of that stuff. I didn't even realize that I was hearing other people's thoughts until I was in my 40s. I didn't realize that's what I was hearing. I thought it was my imagination. Until one day I was like, I would never think that thought. That is not a thought that would originate in my head. And I'm like, wait a minute. Shh, that was her thought. Some woman walked by me and I heard her thought. And I'm like, I wouldn't say that. Stop. And I'm like, that wasn't me. So I encourage everybody to listen to the telepathy tapes. I just learned about it the other day. And it's just incredible. Wow, we've been on for a little bit, haven't we? Oh my God, we've been on for over an hour, you guys. Why didn't you tell me? Should we go? Should we go or should we just keep talking? I mean, you aren't really doing much talking, although you guys are pretty crazy in the chat today. That's really nice. I like it. Culty sort of is hi. So I don't know. It's after 7 now. I mean, we've been talking for a while, yeah. I guess I should let you guys go. Subscribe. Go to the Patreon page. It's Gen V Night. It's in the link tree. If you go to the description, you'll see the link tree, and then you'll be able to go there if you're interested in like natural nude photography. That's what I do. And because I do video of that, then I post those too. But for the paid members, sorry, free members, you're not going to see that stuff. Bye, Brian. So, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7, probably. Maybe 6 a.m. I doubt it. Probably 7 a.m. Pacific time. Make sure you just smash the like button till you get all notifications so that when I come on live or drop a video, you know it. That's all that is. Right? Call these. Bye. Okay, bye, guys. Love you.